In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NBA games happening on October 31st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Lakers versus Memphis Grizzlies. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies meet Friday night at FedEx Forum in a matchup marked by uncertainty on both sides. Each team continues to navigate injuries, making it difficult to establish rhythm or continuity. Memphis might hold a slight edge with fewer unavailable players and the benefit of home court, while Los Angeles enters with more consistent recent form. The Lakers have quietly taken 3 of their last 4 contests and have claimed 7 of the past 9 meetings against the Grizzlies, which speaks to their ability to adjust even with key players missing. Los Angeles will again be without LeBron James, and the team remains cautious with Luka Doncic and Marcus Smart, both listed as questionable. For Memphis, Brandon Clark, Scottie Pippen Jr., and Ty Jerome remain out of action. The final status of Doncic will likely shape the betting line, making lineup confirmation before tip-off essential for anyone following this game closely. Even with the injury challenges, the Lakers have found reliability through Austin Reeves, who has elevated his play and taken on a larger offensive role. His growing confidence has helped steady the team through roster changes and tough matchups. Memphis still carries the edge in home familiarity, but their own inconsistencies leave questions about how they will perform when expected to control the pace. Given recent form, this contest has the look of a competitive battle, where both teams will need to rely on depth and discipline to pull through. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Lakers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In terms of pace and scoring potential, this game sets up for a high-tempo exchange. Though the season remains young after 5 games, Memphis has once again leaned into its identity as an up-tempo team. They currently rank 3rd in pace of play, following a trend they established last season when they led the league in that category. Expect a heavy emphasis on transition play led by Jay Morant, complemented by a restructured backcourt operating without Desmond Bane. Jalen Wells and Santi Aldama have both started the year in promising form and should see significant involvement in this matchup. The style of play suggests a rhythm built on movement, spacing, and quick scoring opportunities, particularly with both teams looking to exploit defensive mismatches. Recent trends also support that outlook, as the total has gone over in 4 of Memphis' last 5 home games against Los Angeles. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Denver Nuggets versus Portland Trail Blazers. The Denver Nuggets travel to the Moda Center to face the Portland Trail Blazers on Friday night in a matchup between 2 teams trending in opposite directions. Denver may be slightly short on depth as Jamal Murray remains questionable with left calf tightness, while Portland will be without Chris Murray and could also miss Robert Williams III, who is listed as questionable. Denver has been one of the most consistent teams in the league to start the season, executing well on both ends of the floor. They are coming off a convincing win and enter this contest with solid rhythm. The betting line appears modest considering how well they've played, especially against a Portland squad that needed a bit of fortune to edge past Utah in its last game. The Trailblazers deserve acknowledgement though. They are young, athletic, and hungry to prove themselves, making them an intriguing option in the underdog role. Still, Denver's recent form stands out. The Nuggets have strung together wins and covers in 3 consecutive games, showing balance, efficiency, and defensive focus. Their defensive rotations have tightened, and their transition control has improved with each outing. The Trailblazers have the athleticism to challenge Denver, yet experience, poise, and shot creation favor the visitors. While Jamal Murray's absence could alter the rotation, Denver retains enough scoring depth and defensive structure to manage the challenge. This matchup has the potential to remain competitive early, but sustained execution from Denver gives them a clear advantage down the stretch. As our first pick for this matchup, the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When looking at scoring potential, both teams have leaned into pace and offensive aggression early in the season. Denver has cleared the 120-point mark in 3 consecutive outings, driven by ball movement, efficient shot selection, and dominance inside. Portland has followed a similar trajectory, surpassing 120 points in 4 of its last 5 games by pushing tempo and generating high-percentage looks in transition. This combination of styles sets the stage for a fast-paced contest. The Trailblazers thrive on speed, spacing, and attacking early in possessions, while the Nuggets are adept at striking quickly with clean finishes around the rim. Both teams are capable of sustaining tempo throughout 4 quarters, testing each other's conditioning and defensive discipline. The result should be an open, free-flowing game that keeps the scoreboard active from start to finish. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Phoenix Suns. The Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns meet Friday night at the Mortgage Matchup Center in a game where both sides look to steady their footing after uneven starts. Utah remains without Isaiah Collier and Georges Niang, while Phoenix will again be missing Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green. The Jazz enter this matchup coming off a narrow loss to the Trailblazers on Wednesday, a result that stung given how close they came to pulling off the win. Despite that setback, Utah has been one of the early surprises this season, showing strong cohesion and offensive confidence. While home court advantage leans toward the Suns, form and execution have leaned the other way. Phoenix has struggled to find rhythm on both ends, and its offense continues to revolve heavily around Devin Booker. Without Brooks and Green, the supporting cast has lacked the depth to sustain scoring runs. Utah, by contrast, has looked sharper and more balanced, with several players contributing consistently. The Jazz might have preferred to host this game, but their recent performances suggest they are better equipped than the Suns to manage adversity. The betting market still favors Phoenix, largely out of respect for their home venue and top-line talent, but that position feels misplaced given current form. The Jazz have already proven they can handle this matchup, having beaten the Suns earlier in the season. They also entered this game with a 4-0 record against the spread, reflecting both competitiveness and reliability. Booker remains capable of carrying Phoenix offensively, but the absence of secondary scoring options continues to weigh heavily. Utah's health, structure, and recent momentum make this line appear tilted, suggesting the perceived favorite may not be the stronger side. As our first pick for this matchup, the Utah Jazz to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Utah's last meeting with Phoenix ended in dramatic fashion, a 138-134 overtime win that snapped a 10-game losing streak in the series. The Jazz have split their 4 contests this year but remain a perfect 4-0 against the spread, including 3-0 as an underdog. The total has gone over in 3 of those 4 games, further indicating a trend toward high scoring. Utah's offense has been lively, topping 129 points in 3 matchups, while surrendering an average of 135 points over their past 2. Phoenix, on the other hand, has dropped 4 straight and continues to search for defensive stability. Their latest defeat came in a 1-point loss to Memphis, a 114-113 result where they managed to cover as 2-point underdogs but saw the total fall short of the posted 242. That was the first under result for Phoenix after 4 consecutive overs. The Suns have allowed at least 114 points in every outing so far and have scored 111 or more in 4 of those 5. The total for this game sits at a lofty number, but one that aligns with how both teams have been playing. When they met earlier in Salt Lake City, the game produced 271 combined points, even before overtime was factored in. Both teams continue to push pace and attack early in possessions. Utah has averaged over 126 points per game, and Phoenix's defense has given up almost the same. Lauri Markkanen and Keontae George have led Utah's offensive surge, while Booker has carried the load for Phoenix with minimal help. Defensive inconsistency, high tempo, and frequent turnovers all point toward another game where transitions and fast breaks define the flow, keeping the scoring elevated from start to finish. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Los Angeles Clippers. The New Orleans Pelicans travel to the Intuit Dome to face the Los Angeles Clippers on Friday night in a matchup between 2 teams seeking consistency. New Orleans continues to play shorthanded without DeJounte Murray and Kevon Looney, while Los Angeles will again be missing Jordan Miller and Kobe Sanders. The Pelicans are looking to stop their slide after a difficult stretch, highlighted by a lopsided loss to the Nuggets in their last game. Meanwhile, the Clippers had been gaining momentum before running into a hot shooting Warriors team on Tuesday that cooled them off. The odds makers have installed the Clippers as clear favorites on their home floor, and while that reflects their talent advantage, it also raises questions about reliability. The Clippers have shown flashes of dominance but often fluctuate in focus and effort. They hold a 1-3-0 record against the spread, suggesting their performances haven't always matched expectations. On the other side, the Pelicans' struggles continue to mount, both in the win column and at the betting window, as they've failed to find rhythm on offense or consistency in effort. Lingering concerns about Zion Williamson's availability and conditioning persist, adding to New Orleans' uncertainty. Despite changes in personnel and system over the past few seasons, the team still faces the same issues of health, defense, and offensive flow. The line here may feel steep, yet the Clippers appear to be in a prime position to reset after their stumble against Golden State. Their defensive foundation and overall roster depth give them an opportunity to respond strongly against a Pelicans squad searching for answers. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Clippers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Offensively, the Pelicans have hit a major cold spell. Over their past 2 games, they've managed just 89 points per contest and have been outscored by an average of 33 points, losing each by at least 32. Those figures underscore how far their offense has fallen off in recent weeks. Even in those defeats, the total stayed below expectations, with New Orleans allowing 122 points in both contests. The struggles have been across the board, as the Pelicans rank 30th in points per game at 104, while shooting only 40.4% from the field and 27.9% from three-point range. The Clippers come into this matchup off a low-scoring 98-79 loss to the Warriors, where they entered as 1.5-point favorites. That defeat dropped them to 1-3-0 against the spread through 4 games. Yet, Los Angeles has maintained its defensive integrity, holding opponents to 107 points or fewer in each of its past 3 outings. For a New Orleans offense searching for rhythm, facing that type of disciplined defense presents another uphill battle. Recent betting trends point toward lower totals in games involving both teams. The Clippers have seen the undercash in each of their past 2 contests, while 5 of the last 7 meetings between these teams have also landed under the total. With both offenses struggling to sustain scoring runs and both defenses performing at a high level, this game projects as another slow-paced, grinded-out contest with limited offensive fireworks. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.